Good afternoon, boys and girls from 5th grade. We're going to have our first class of this week of November. This first class is about comparative form and also the superlative form. Buenas tardes, jóvenes de quinto grado. Vamos a tener nuestra primera clase de inglés de esta semana, del mes de noviembre. Vamos a hablar acerca de las formas comparativas y las formas superlativas. So, let's start. Así que comencemos. Some of the adjectives that we were studying last week were fast, hard, soft, sweet, happy, short, heavy, tall, and thin. Fast, hard, sweet, soft, happy, short, heavy, tall, and thin. Those were some adjectives that we were checking last session. So now those adjectives we're going to add it the comparative or superlative form. So let's start with the explanation of that. So we have here 9 different animals, plants, or things that we are going to use in order to explain this comparative or superlative form. For example, we have as the number 1, we have here the nuts, right? So we can say that the nuts is hard, a nut is hard. The coconut is harder, but the stone is the hardest thing on earth, okay? So podemos decir que la nuez es dura, el coco es más duro, hard. This part, these two letters means a little bit more. Estas dos letras significan que es un poco más. And this one, EST, means la más o el más. So in this case, we have the nuts are hard or is hard. The coconut is harder, but the stone is the hardest thing on earth. Okay? Now, let's see now on the next example. We have a person which is happy, or another person is happier. Again, we have the two letters, and notice that in this case this letter Y was transformed, changed to a I, okay? Or another person is happiest, is the happiest person of the world because her kid got a good grade, sorry. So, en este caso, la persona es feliz, otra persona es más feliz y la otra persona, la que su hijo obtuvo un 100, es la más feliz. So, happy, happier, a little bit more, and a lot more, happiest. Or we can say also that the dog is fast, the deer is faster, but the cheetah is the fastest, the fastest animal, okay? Of those three is the fastest. So fast, faster, or fastest. So we just need to add those letters at the end of the word to make them comparative or superlative, okay? So hard, harder, hardest. Happy, happier, happiest. Fast, faster, fastest. And we can continue with many other adjectives where we can add comparatives and superlative forms. So let's talk a little bit more about this topic. Let's see some more examples of comparative form. So in this example, we're going to use the word or the adjective small. Small. We can say that the cat is smaller than the dog. Okay, the cat is smaller. As you can see over here, we added the two letters at the end of the word than the dog. You can see that the cat is smaller than the dog. Yes, the cat is smaller than the dog. Okay, the cat is smaller than the dog. In this case, that's the comparative form between a cat and the dog. What of those two animals is the smaller? The cat. Okay, let's do another exercise. Now we're going to use the adjective tall. Tall. We can say now that the dog is taller than the cat. Okay, again, the dog is taller than the cat. The dog is taller. Okay, the adjective is tall, and we just added the two letters at the end and the word than. Taller than, the dog is taller than the cat. That's another example of comparative form. The dog is taller than the cat. Okay, now let's do another example. Now the superlative form. The giraffe is the tallest animal of the planet. Do we agree on it? The giraffe is the tallest animal of the planet. Now, in order to use both forms, the comparative and the superlative form is the following way. The dog is taller than the cat. We are correct. The dog is taller than taller than the cat. The cat. The dog is taller than the cat. But the giraffe is the tallest. The giraffe is the tallest. So the dog is taller than the cat, but the giraffe is the tallest animal of the planet. So that we are using taller as the comparative form, taller, and tallest as the superlative form. Let's do one more exercise for this activity. We can say that we're going to use the word, the adjective big, okay? And we can say that the orange is bigger than the lemon. Yes, correct. The orange is bigger. We added the two letters, and the word than the lemon. The orange is bigger than the lemon. That's a comparative form because we are comparing two different fruits in this case. Okay, but the watermelon is the biggest. But of those three, the watermelon is the biggest. Okay, so we are using the ER termination and than, which is the comparative form, and tallest, which is, biggest, which is the superlative form. Just remember, ER, than, means comparative form, okay? And est, it is the superlative form, okay? Es is the superlative form. So we have in this phrase or in this sentence, both forms, the comparative and the superlative as well. Okay, let's do it another exercise over here, another way that we're gonna use. On the next example, you guys are going to make some activity like the one we show in this lesson with the following adjectives: hard, heavy, fast, soft, and thin. You're going to compare either to animals, to fruits, to vegetables, to things, whatever you want to do, but you need to compare two things in order to make the comparative and the superlative form. For example, we already use the dog is taller than the cat, but the giraffe is the tallest animal of the planet.